If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else grinded, make sure you hit up Rose NBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond KENYON Martin. KENYON Martin is the takeover card for the first takeover card drop of Season 2, and I do think he looks like a pretty solid card in my team. Interested to see how he compares to a guy like KENYON Martin, compares to a guy like Sean Kemp, also a power forward center, elite slasher, can stretch the floor a bit, play some defense. I think they look like very similar cards. Interested to see who I think is better, and if KENYON is worth grinding in my team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day and would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. And additionally, massive shout out to my boy Caveman Money Shot for letting me hop on his account to record this video. Really do appreciate him for letting me do that as always. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's see what KENYON is looking like. So KENYON is a 6'9" power forward center option. He's got decent size, definitely going to be better at the power forward position though at 6'9", 90 driving layup, 86 post stats, 96 close shot, 88 mid-range, 79 three-pointer, 90 standing and driving dunk, decent ball handler, solid all-around defender with an 85 block, 80 steal, 70 perimeter, and 76 interior. So not elite defensive stats, but not terrible. Good rebounder, 85 speed and excel, 79 speed with ball, and an 84 lateral quickness. So overall, the stats don't jump off the page at you, but they're definitely not bad. 4 hoffs include aerial wizard, bully, fast twitch, and posterizer. Also 23 golds, including badges like back down punisher, drop stepper, fearless finisher, limitless takeoff, masher, post spin, rise up, slithery, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, quick first step, chase down artist, pick dodger, post lockdown, pogo stick, workhorse, box out beast, and brick wall. Also silver clamp breaker, needle threader, bronze clamps, and interceptor. In terms of badges that you can actually upgrade on the card, you can upgrade a few of his silver badges if you want to. Can also give him shooting badges like guard up and slippery off ball. The bailout badge is a really good badge as well. Maybe unpluckable, and then definitely would go rebound chaser. I don't think he gets anchor though, which is a bit annoying, but also Sean Kemp doesn't get it either. So honestly, stat and badge wise, they look pretty similar. Interested to see how his animations are and then how he plays in game. Hopping into freestyle with KENYON Martin, let's see how he moves first and foremost. He's got a solid player build, to be completely honest. He does not run out of his burst though, which is annoying. I think he's got like that Embiid type dribble style, which also Sean Kemp has. Again, that's very similar. And his release is, it's not bad. It's honestly solid, I think. I don't think it's an elite release, but it's not a bad release. It's pretty smooth, it's pretty easy to green. Definitely a very consistent release in terms of greening. Seems to have a very defined green window, which is super nice. Should be very easy and consistent to green. Like I said, I haven't missed one yet with him, but it's not crazy fast. It's also not crazy slow or anything like that. It's just not a super fast release, but it definitely is very knockdown. We're greening super consistently with him. Let's see what his fade is looking like. Oh, he's got normal fade. I know I smoked that fade right there, but him having that normal fade is also going to be super nice. He doesn't get the Agent 3's badge, so he's not going to be quite as effective fading as cards with that badge definitely would be, but the fact that he has that normal fade gives him that extra element to his offense. Obviously with badges like Hoff Posterizer, Hoff Aerial Wizard, Hoff Bully as well. Attack in the rim, he's going to be elite, and he's going to, I think, be a solid enough defender at the 4 as well. Not probably the most exceptional defender in the world, but a pretty versatile, pretty solid all-around defender. Also has good speed with 85 speed and excel at the power forward position. I think this card's looking very solid, honestly looking very similar to Sean Kemp. I think Kemp's release might be slightly better though, even if KENYON's is a little bit more consistent, and then Kemp also has that 1 extra inch in height. So I don't know, it's going to be a close debate between those two cards, but I think I might lean Kemp right now. But we haven't even played with KENYON Martin in game, so without further ado, let's hop right into that and let's see what we can do with KENYON Martin. Great block by Carmelo in the first. Oh, that wasn't Carmelo. I'm tripping. Why did I just say Carmelo? KENYON Martin with the block on the first possession of the game. Obviously, he's the one we have at power forward right now, not Carmelo Anthony. That's a huge play by him, though. Mashing as well. Look at the mash inside on John Moran on the first possession of the game. Super solid start. I wasn't commentating defensively, but KENYON came over and got himself a block, which is a super solid start to the game for sure. Very, very, definitely like what I'm seeing out of him so far. That's great defense as well by KG. Another block, and he's going to get an absolute fluke of a bucket on that possession, which we will live with, to be completely honest. 2 really solid possessions defensively to start off the game. Let's see if we can get ourselves a nice little pick and roll opening up or something like that. I'm not in a freelance right now, so it's going to make it a little bit tougher to get the spacing, especially with the way that he's playing defense, as we just get stripped. That's where that unpluckable badge would really come in handy on this KENYON Martin card. It would definitely help, I think, elevate him to that next level. And then we give up an and 1 dunk. We're all right. Didn't really mention it though, but our opponent does have a really, really good team. Ja, MJ, Scottie Pippen, Kawhi, and Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe's a bit of a weird choice, I will say, but he's a very solid card regardless, and that's pretty good defense, I'll be completely honest. I'll give him credit for playing a solid defense possession. Kenyon Martin, though, at the end of the possession, bailing me out with a wide open, and that was a 4-pointer, and he knocked it down without limitless range. That's a tough shot. Down at the end of the possession, I did not think I was going to score there, and we were able to get ourselves a bucket, which is super nice. That should have been a steal, but he smokes the release. Let's go. Push the ball in transition. Kenyon Martin pushing the ball up the court all the way to the rim. Can you attack that? Yo! I like the intent there. Dikembe takes him out the animation. I can't complain too much about that. Dikembe is 7'2" with like damn near every defensive badge in the game, so I can't complain too much about it. That's good defense by KG though, and he's going to secure himself a board on the other end, stopping him right at the rim on the other end. This paint defense in this game has been pretty impressive so far by both sides. Hit our pop as well. KG, you didn't pop. I said hit our pop and you didn't pop, and then we get a fatigue shooting shot, and that's an early. Unfortunate, but Kenyon is still playing pretty well, I gotta say, even with that last couple possessions. And I like the intent. If that's not Dikembe, I think there's a good chance he does wind up dunking that ball on most people. Cut off the baseline though at the middle. He really went up with that and scored. This jaw card can be so fake sometimes. It's actually crazy. But come set me another pick and roll, please. Let's see if we can just dot. We'll just dot our hash. If he's just gonna leave KG wide open, we're gonna make him pay for it, and I'm gonna green that every single time. Easy bucket for KG. If he's gonna play that far off KG and basically focus on guarding Kenyon, I'm gonna make him pay. We'll take our assist there with Jaw to Kevin Garnett. Up by 2 right now. We got to get ourselves just a couple of stops if we want to secure this game. Would like to get Kenyon some more opportunities offensively as well. He hasn't done a ton besides that block and those 2 buckets that he did score, but we'll take those 2 buckets, of course. I really like that 3 that he got at the end of the possession as well. I think that was pretty huge. Can we secure the board? Oh yes, sir. We can secure the board. Not only that, his Dikembe actually made a mistake, kind of messed that up right there. So let's try to get to the rim again. Nope, he's not gonna let me get to the rim. This dude is paint sitting like a man. He is paint sitting like crazy. Luckily, we do get ourselves a nice little standing dunk right there and a steal. Kevin Garnett absolutely hooping right now. Hit him in transition. Kenyon Martin stopping for 3, popping, green light. Yes, sir. Doesn't need a ton of space. And like I said in freestyle, his release is so smooth and so easy to time, so consistent that he's able to knock down another one from the 3-point line and give himself 9 points in the game. Opponent does get a dunk there, but he's still down 5. We are in a very, very good position to control this game if we could just get ourselves another bucket or 2. Backdoor to Kenyon. I tried to force that ball in there, and I was not a good pass, but it got in there, and luckily we were able to recover that pass and get ourselves another dunk with Kenyon Martin. I will admit that was a terrible, terrible possession, but we were still able to get ourselves a bucket out of it, which is super nice. Look at the defense by Kenyon Martin as well. We X-switched off of it and then baited back towards it. He thought we were leaving that with Kenyon Martin, and we certainly were not leaving that with Kenyon Martin. Amazing, amazing defense. Unfortunately, he's pretty gassed. No handles for days. We'll do that to a card, and I don't think he's going to have the stamina to get this shot off. You're right. Or I was right. He's not able to get that shot off. So hurting the shooting percentage here with a couple of these late shot clock tired shots that we've been taking. He forces up another terrible shot though, and Kenyon finally comes down with his first rebound of the game, and we can actually activate his takeover, which is glass cleaning takeover. So we love to see that as well. I spike wide open for 3. I hate spiking on this game, bro. That's so frustrating because I was wide open with KG and unfortunately was not able to convert it. But overall, I've been very impressed with Kenyon Martin again, though. I think he's played really, really solidly. He's done a great job of filling up the stat sheet, playing some defense, knocking down a couple threes. Obviously, he's pretty gassed now, so it's going to be pretty tough to score with the card if he's not wide open. But we do get another great look, and I just can't green shots. I don't know. Maybe I just suck. But regardless, Kenyon Martin has done a really good job. We've gotten a couple dunks out of him, played a little bit defense. He's gotten a board. I mean, he's played super solidly. Does get beat off the dribble there, but that was more me being out of position than anything else, to be completely honest. But we'll give him one more opportunity here, see if we can get one more catch and shoot shot, or if we're not able to, then we might just be tanking his shooting percentage a little bit. But if that is what happens, that is what happens. And yep, he's tired. He's just so tired. Players like that are so tired, just without that handles for days badge, are really going to struggle to create shots, especially after a few possessions. And that just happens to be the case with Kenyon Martin, as well as he has played. So 1 point game. Let's just make sure we finish this game out and not lose. He's going to intentionally foul immediately. Got to knock down our free throws here with Ja Morant. I really should have passed it to Kenyon because I would like to see what his free throw release looks like. And as I say that, I smoked the free throw. If I wind up losing this game because I've been trolling around with Kenyon Martin after starting really well, I'm going to be pretty disappointed in myself. If we knock down the second free throw, let's play a little bit of defense because I do not want to lose this game. I've been trolling around like this game's been in the bag the whole time. Play one solid defensive possession for me, Kenyon. Good defense, good defense. We're going to X-switch this. We're going to cover the slip. Good D. Yup. Good defense. Get back, and he doesn't even get a shot off. Beautiful stuff. Kenyon finished with 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. He had 2 steals I didn't even notice. And then 1 block as well on 4 of 8 and 2 of 5 from 3. Let's hop back in the main menu and let's view the card. All right, so what I will say about Kenyon Martin is he is a very, very solid all-around card. I don't think he's as good as Sean Kemp. I don't think he's a top 3 or so power forward in the game. I still do think he's a very solid card, but I would take guys like James Worthy, Jason Tatum, Carmelo Anthony, Sean Kemp, Chris Bosh, or Kevin Garnett at the forward. I would take those guys over this Kenyon Martin simply because I think they do some things better than him. As easy as his release is to green, I don't feel like it's as fast as most of those guys' releases are, and I feel like fatigue shooting really affects the release. He doesn't have incredible size, which kind of exposes the fact that he's a mediocre defender as well, and he doesn't make up for that kind of average at best defense like a guy like Carmelo does with an elite release. So for me, I think he's not a bad card. He's solid all around. He's not a bad defender by any means. He can knock down the open shot, really good slasher, decent rebounder. I just don't think he's at that elite level of power forward in this point in the game. That being said, he is a free card. If you pick him up, definitely a guy you can throw in your lineup and have success with. Going to be amazing for a lot of no money spent lineups and things like that. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.